Well, that was torture. My God, bro. I don't even care if anyone watches. This team has just taken all the energy out of me. It is. What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with another late for you. A's series recap, Tigers series preview. You already know the drill. And the series that we just came out of against Oakland. I experienced every level of pain imaginable. 2 bullpen choke jobs. And then, of course, just an absolute massacre. You know, in the first 2 games, let me make sure my mic is on. All right. In the first 2 games, we actually got to their pitching. Yeah, we got to their pitching. We chased Sean Manaea in the first game after 1 2/3 innings. I was like, wow, we actually got after Manaea, 6 hits. What's going on, Eric? How you doing? But we went to the game on Thursday. Tough. But yeah, we were winning this game. You know, we were up 3-1. You know, we scored with a Harold Ramirez single. Murphy doubled in the score run, tied the game up. And then my guy Miles Straw scored a run on a double, and then Ahmed Rosario singled in a run. We were up 3-1. Seth Brown homered, top of the 4th, make it 3-2. Lowry, who has been a killer of this team for a while now, it seems like. I mean, the dude walked us off in Oakland, and he just continues to be a thorn in our side. And he grounded out, scored a run, and then he would double in the top of the 10th to win the game. And what really pisses me off about this game is the Indians have been doing this thing where they tease you. Like, you look at what happened in the 8th inning. Reyes walked. They brought in Bradley Zimmer for some reason. Okay. Okay, I understand that because Franny Mills will sloth on the bases. Okay, makes sense. That makes sense. And then Zimmer stole second. Cool. You know, you have the go-ahead run on base, you know, on second, 180 feet away. And you have Oscar Mercado up. And this guy has been a total buzzkill this year. He'll get a big hit, and then he'll just completely revert back to being garbage. How many times did this dude hit into a double play? We had a big situation, double play. Or, you know, he'd be the buzzkill to ruin the vibes and just completely just get rid of all the rally energy. But that wasn't even the worst move that we made. No. So they pinch hit for Ernie Clement. I know, right? You pinch hit for Ernie Clement. Why? I have no idea. I wish I knew, but they did. And it kind of got me a little bit. You know, you had Owen Miller on base. Okay, you know, Owen's on. Hedges sack bunted, move the runner to second. Who has been the guy that has come up clutch on at least, 2 or 3 occasions where we've needed runs and he's come up with a big hit? Especially in that Houston game when we were in Houston, he got us that. I think the one game we won in Houston, he won us that game. Ernie freaking Clement. And hey, that's, you know, Andres Gimenez, we acquired him in the Lindor trade. He was raking in AAA, but there's a reason why we sent him down. The dude could not hit. And so far, it's translating again. The dude just cannot hit the ball. And they pinch hit for Ernie, which if you went on the Indians' Twitter. They weren't happy about it. And especially because you have a guy like Miles Straw on deck. You know? Ernie, let's say Ernie gets a big hit, scores a run. And then you have another guy who can hit the ball well, too, in Miles Straw. And then, of course, that wound up being a ground out and a fly out. And we score nothing. This team's just a it's a tease. This team's a tease. They even did it in 2016 with the freaking World Series. They had the equivalent of a runner on third base. Didn't do a damn thing. Then they had the equivalent of 3 straight outs. That's another thing we love to do. Lead off base hit, out, out, out. I feel like when they get a hit, they start tripping and they want to hit a dinger every time. Like you're doing what the Yankees did. And the Yankees have sort of stopped with that mentality. They've started hitting the ball, going station to station, small ball. But now we want to start hitting dingers every freaking at bat. And you just see the pitches these guys swing at. Oh, my God. And, okay, the umpires were trash. But damn, bro, what are you doing? And it's like, we didn't score. Okay, bottom line, we don't score. Okay. So then, we bring in Nick Whitgren. And at this point in his career, Whitgren is cooked. He was great when he first showed up here. He was amazing a couple years ago. Last couple years, he was fantastic. He was reliable. But he just is not there. Like he does not have it. Like he's putting balls in the middle of the plate. Like in these guys' nitro zones. And of course it had to be Jed Lowry too. Have we not learned to not put a ball in Jed Lowry's nitro zone? His nitro zone is huge. It seems like. I don't know, man. This team is just killing me, man. Dolan, he better freaking do stuff in the freaking offseason. You don't have to go crazy with the free agency. Just sign a couple good players. Maybe you get us a good second baseman if you don't feel like our prospects are ready yet. Even a placeholder. Someone who can just hold the position until the guys are ready. This is ridiculous, man. I mean, and then, of course, we got to continue to work with the outfield because, Harold Ramirez is probably not going to be back because he was a waiver claim. He's not going to come back unless, you feel like, Nolan Jones could step in. By the way, what happened to him? Where's he at? Oh, he's still in AAA. Okay, we continue to fortify the bullpen when we could use some bats. But yeah, by the way, Harold Ramirez got hurt, but I guess he stayed in. He looked good. He in terms of health wise, in terms of his bat, no, he hasn't been good with the bat in a while. But yeah, we lose this game, despite the fact that McKenzie went 6 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 1 walk, 5 Ks, 1 homer. Gave you a very good outing. That on many occasions would be a W in the win column, but because our bullpen reeks, it's an L. Well, it's an ND. It's a no decision. The loss rightfully goes to Whitgren because he's the one that gave up the ghost at the end. But Karinchak, once again, blew a save. Why do we keep going with him? He and Shaw, especially Brian Shaw, he'll be good one game and then he'll be repulsive the next. It's like when he comes out there, you're like, well, this is what Shaw are we going to get today? It's like you're playing roulette. Are we going to get good Brian 1, 2, 3 right through an inning and no problem? Or are we trouble getting an out? Because this is ridiculous. But yeah, we lose. Manaea went, like I said, 1 2/3 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned, 1, 3 walks, 2 Ks. It's ridiculous, man. We were 2 for 11 with runners in scoring position. We left 8 on base. It's ridiculous. And it's maybe partially on DeMario Hale. He doesn't have the situational awareness, you know? And it's sad. I got to kill this bug real quick. This is what I think of the Indians. Yeah, it's exactly what I thought of the Indians right there, man. I'm going to smack a freaking insect. Whack an insect, bro. Sheesh. But, I don't know, man. I think we're done. We're done. Like, this team may not finish above 500. I can't believe I'm thinking like this, man. My God, I was so positive with this team heading into the season. I know some Indians fans will be like, but crazy, dog, did you really think they were going to be competitive? Yeah. I mean, look where we were before Bieber and Savale got hurt. We were 2.5 games behind the White Sox. And then Bieber got hurt, and it's like, oh, God. And then Savale got hurt, and it's like, oh, my God. And what really told me that this front office essentially waved the white flag was the fact that they didn't go out and trade for or sign a good free agent. They didn't trade for a decent pitcher, and they didn't sign a good free agent. The only free agents that they signed was Brad Peacock and Zach Godley, who they sent to the minor leagues. And Brad is still there, but they released Zach Godley. So, yeah, there's that. You know, I thought maybe they, put him in the minors for a couple of weeks, maybe a week to get him up to speed and then call him up. But no, we decided to roll with freaking JC Mejia, and we just recently sent him down. But knowing us, we're going to call him up coming up for this series against the Tigers because that's what we do. It's exactly what we would do, too. It's ridiculous. Trevino got the win. He's 5-4. Okay. Whitgren deservedly took the loss. He's 2-5. Chafin got the save. Yeah, Andrew Chafin, former Cub, got the save. His first of the year. Dude has the wackiest friggin' set. He has the Sir Cardinal mustache thing going on. For those who know who Sir Cardinal is, freaking gotta kill this bug real quick, man. Little skeeter. Piece of garbage. And I like how these insects, they like to hover near appliances and sensitive material, sensitive things like my microphone, my webcam, my computer, because they figure, if I hover near this object, he ain't going to whack the crap out of me. No, I still will. I'll just whack you carefully. That's the way it is. Freaking want to whack freaking the Indians. Bam! But sheesh. So, yeah, that's game one. And we would essentially see the same thing in game two as, again, Indians got a lead. They were up 2-0 again, pretty much. And once again, they essentially got after the pitcher. They had Montes on the mound, and he lasted a little bit longer. 6 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 3 walks, 6 Ks. Quantrill had another phenomenal start. 6 innings. Again, phenomenal. 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, 3 walks, 5 Ks. Yeah, the walks are a little much, but in terms of everything else, he was fantastic. That should have been another W. We should have easily won this series. But again, guess what? Bullpen. And guess who was the freaking victim today, in that game? Brian freaking Shaw. He saw Karinchak blow the save the night before. He's like, oh, that's cool. Let me try that. And this one was even more painful because Reyes grounded into a force to score the first run. There was a throwing error, too, by Judd Lowry. Ramirez singled, 2-0. Then it would be like that until the top of the 7th. Moreland grounded out, scoring a run. And then Chapman singled and scored a run. And then bottom of the 7th, Oscar Mercado doubled in a run. And then Miles Straw would score. And then we're up 3-2, looking good. And enters Brian Shaw. And this bozo freaking blew the game. In the top of the 8th. He's so bad. Why do we trot him out there? Stupid. Dude gave up 2 home runs in this game, in that inning. Leadoff solo shot for Andrews, who again has been another freaking thorn on our side. Counter hit by a pitch. Marte Watt, a single. And then Jed Lowry, of course, 3-run home run. And then that would be it. We'd go 1, 2, 3 in the bottom of the 8th. And then we'd get a single in the bottom of the 9th. That'd be it. So we lose that game, 6-3. And we wasted another good outing from our pitching. Diekman got the win. He's 3-2. Sandlin took a loss. He got hurt. I think it was like shoulder soreness or something, or stiffness. He's 1-1. Trevino got his 19th save of the year. So, yeah, kind of sucks for Sandlin because, like he got hurt, and they brought in Stefan, and he then proceeded to give up another run too. But I guess the runs in this case are on Sandlin because he gave up the 3 runs, but Shaw was a part of it too, because if you look at like who was on base when he came out, what the heck? Oh, but like when you look at it, so Sandlin was in. He replaced Shaw, top of the 8th. The homer, yeah, it was 3 runs. And then Stefan came in there and gave up a 3-run home run, which those runs were Sandlin's. So, of course. Oh, that was ridiculous. That was bad. That was horrendous. This bullpen, the one thing that kept us afloat for the entire season. When our starting rotation was kind of blah, we'd rely on the bullpen to help us out. But now the bullpen's failing because they were used for so damn long in the freaking that month or so that we didn't have good pitching. But now that our pitching's finally starting to get good, somewhat, now the bullpen's starting to fail. Makes you wonder, again, what would we look like right now if Bieber and Savali didn't get hurt? We'd probably be right on the heels of the White Sox, and who knows what we'd do in the freaking trade deadline if the Dolans realized that we were right there. And now guess what, guys? We're tied for second. Third with the Tigers. The Tigers, who, what was it, a month ago? I remember I did a stream, one of these, and I was like, oh, yeah, it's a 2-team race between us and the White Sox. The Tigers are way down there. No, we're way down there. And unless this team goes on a magical freaking 10-game winning streak, and the White Sox completely collapse, which, let's be honest, I doubt that'll happen. This team just does not have that magic. This team does not have the 2017 team magic with it that won 22 straight games. Or even that 2019 team that came back from 11 games behind the Twins. Remember that? Now, that was fun, too. Yeah, we came back from 11 games back against the Twins, only to again lose pace and fall out again, but we made it interesting. And you never know, especially with the stretch of games that are coming up for the White Sox, but I don't think do I even want to win the division right now? Nah, not with the way this team's looking. Yeah, let's make the playoffs and then get bounced in the first round again. Yeah. It's ridiculous, man. Like, God, I wish we had owners who actually wanted to spend money, keep good free agents around, keep Michael Brantley around, and who knows where this team is. If we kept Michael Brantley and maybe even Lindor, keep the core, Santana, Brantley, Lindor. But again, Lindor wanted $300 million. Like, I advocated for us to keep you, my dude, but $300 million for a dude who barely shows up half the time? I mean, he's really damn good, but there's at least a few weeks span every year where this dude just vanishes. And, you know, if I was the Dolans, I would have been like, if you wanted to get paid, you should have showed out in that World Series. Because, dude, if I was the Dolans and I had a, let's say like Lindor retires and everything down the road, Dolans are like, yeah, if you would have won us the World Series, we would have handed you a blank check. Because that's a player that you want to keep around. The way I see it, if he would have won us the World Series in 16, boy, I'm handing the whole franchise to you. I'm taking billions of dollars and handing it to you right then and there. I'm walking into the locker room with a freaking $300 million check saying, hey, yo, Frankie, here's your extension right here. But he wanted $300 million, and he's been kind of mediocre for the Mets. And we got Amed Rosario, who's not bad. His defensive lapses have kind of pissed me off, but offensively, he's up and down, just like Lindor. But he's cheap, right? And then we have Jimenez, who has not really come on to himself yet. And the minor leaguers are looking really good, though. Wolf has looked great. I haven't seen much of Green yet, Isaiah Green, but Josh Wolf looks like a stud. That's the main part of the trade, those two minor leaguers. Oh, God, bro. This team continues to make me just... So, let's talk about the final game. Happened today, nothing to talk about. I'm literally just going to talk about this. 17-0. That's the score. 17-0. Oakland, 17 runs, 14 hits, 1 error. The Indians only managed 3 hits in the entire game. They scored in all but 3 innings. The first, the third, and the 7th. 3 in the second, 2 in the 4th, 5 in the 5th, 2 in the 6th, 4 in the 8th, and 1 in the 9th. They hit a grand total of, let's see how many homers they hit. 1. Let's see, who hit a homer in this one? Moreland hit 2. And that's it, yeah. Moreland hit 2 dingers in this one. Call them Mitchie 8 bags. But literally it was Murphy's, Marte, Can. Okay, here's who did it. Murphy, Marte, Canna, Marte, Moreland, Andrews, Marte, Olsen. Then we go to the 6th. Brown, Andrews, Canna, Piscotti, who came in, and then Moreland. So it's literally like 5 players scored 17 runs. Yeah. Literally, RBIs, everyone mainly in the top half of the lineup. Everyone from like 1 through 4 essentially scored all their runs, except for Murphy, who had 2, who had 2 RBIs. Brown had an RBI, and then Andrews had 2. Like, that's how you respond after winning the Ohio Cup? Get swept by the A's in your hometown? Way to instill confidence in the squad. I feel like the baseball gods are dropping all this bad luck on us to empty the bad luck tank because they figure, well, they're changing their name. We can't give them, we're emptying the tank on them. And next year, they'll maybe get some things that go their way. Honestly, I hope to God that's the truth. But with this team, I mean, there's even a conspiracy theory years ago that that the stadium was built on an Indian burial ground. I feel like, imagine like we freaking change the name the moment they announce they come out with the official name change and everything, and like Indians have taken off the labeling and stuff. This team actually gets some good luck. We're not hitting balls like 50,000 miles per hour into the glove of the defender. That's another thing. In that first game, Matt Chapman was the reason why we lost that game. Because that dude snagged 2 what would have been probably RBI doubles. Yeah. Because the way I see it, you had the teeth of your order coming up in extra innings with Miles Straw in second base. You probably win that game. Now, we had Eli Morgan on the mound here. And I remember in a group chat I was in, someone was like, well, who knows what Eli we're going to get. We're either going to get, Eli that is just shoves, his stuff is nasty, and he goes like 7 innings and just blitzes the crap out of them. Or we'll get the one that gives up dongs and just can't get guys out. Well, look who we got. 4 innings, 3 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned, 3 walks, 1 K for Morgan. And then they decided, hey, you know what? Let's bring in the rookie in a bases loaded situation. Yeah, Francisco Perez got his debut. And there's a no out, bases loaded. I would have brought him in the freaking Reds game instead of Sandlin. But no, let's bring in Sandlin instead. Let's waste him in a freaking blowout. That's when you bring in the youngster in a game that's like that, a comfortable setting. Nobody on base. You're blitzing the crap out of the Reds. No worries. Just go out there and take care of business. No, let's put him in bases loaded where one mistake pitch could really put you out of your misery, even though, let's be honest, we were already dead by this point. But gave up 3 runs, 3 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 3 walks. Yay. Not fun. Not fun. And that was it, really. I mean, Bassett dominated, 12-3. Morgan's 1-5. Definitely reminds you of the monsoon game, So that's all I'm going to talk about with that game. Horrendous. Bassett went 6 innings, 3 hits, 2 walks and 6 Ks. That's a masterpiece right there. Literally after that, Puck gave up a walk, and that's it. Nothing else. No strikeouts, no walks, no runs, no hits, nothing. After Bassett left the game in the 6th or 7th inning, nothing else. We didn't touch base at all. And if you look at this game, the way it went, we got a double from Amed Rosario when the game was still scoreless. We had a runner in scoring position, and this team did exactly what you thought they would do. Nothing. A ground out and a pop out. Nothing happened. Then Wilson Ramos singled. Nothing after that. A classic, leadoff base hit, 3 straight outs. And then we did not get another hit until the bottom of the 5th. It was already 10-0. Zimmer walked, Mercado singled, and then double play and a ground out. This team has the worst luck ever. And then after that, we got a walk from Straw, and that was it. That was the only other we had a walk from Zimmer. And then that was it after that. Nothing else. So, horrendous performance. And now we get to go to Detroit, where I'm going to guess that we're probably going to surrender Miggy Cabrera's 500th home run. I can just feel it. And it'll be Zach Plazek on the mound. So how fitting would that be? He's the one that would give it up. We're 3 games under 500. We suck. And honestly, they're talking about Bieber coming back. Yeah, Bieber going to come back and we're going to make a run. Imagine that. Imagine Bieber and Savale come back and we just go on a tear. Freaking 10-game winning streak. And by that 5-game series against the freaking White Sox, we'll have 3 games behind them. I mean, the Rangers did it a couple years ago, and we did it 2 years ago. But that Indians team in 2019 was damn good. Look who was on that team. We had Lindor, Santana. This team doesn't have those guys. I don't know, man. This team just pisses me off. So who's pitching tomorrow? Let's see. Let's talk pitching matchups. So Plesac versus Tyler Alexander. Okay. Should be a good one. Hoping that Plesac doesn't suck. That'd be great. Game 2 will be somebody versus Willie Peralta. Game 3 will be Mackenzie versus somebody. I'm going to guess it'll be Scooball or Mars. And then the Twins afterwards. Nice. So my guess is for that one, it'll be probably what? Eli Morgan, Cal Quantrill, and probably Plesac? Imagine they have Hentges start that one game. Oh, God. But if you're wondering what we got coming up here, is there a chance the Indians could make a surge comeback? I mean, you never know. But let's be honest here, guys. That ain't going to happen. This Indians team is just too weak. They don't have those. I mean, they do, but they can't trust them. This team is just one big, gigantic tease right now. I mean, look how many times, we've had runners on third base, winning or tying runs on third, and we freaking leave them on base because torture. It's ridiculous. And thank God football is coming back because I need something to take my attention away from this trash. But we got the Tigers for 3, and then we got the Twins for 3. Then we got an off day. Then we then we host the Angels for 2 or 3, but one of them will be in Williamsport. Yay, get to play in front of little kids. That'll be fun. They get to see Shohei Ohtani. I'm hoping versus Bieber, but Bieber ain't going to start by then. I think today, technically the 13th, is the earliest that Bieber could come back, but he's just now starting to throwing off the mound. I don't know. He's probably going to do a couple rehab assignments, and then we'll see what happens. He'll be back by the end of the month, probably. Just in time to freaking, help us to surge. Yeah, right. We were looking so good. This team goes way up high, and then I'm like, and then, oh my God. Anytime they get a little bit of hope, they get us thinking, oh, could they do it? Nope. They go and get swept by the A's. Now, the A's are a damn good team, but sheesh, man. Should have won 2 out of 3. But bullpen. Bullpen go burr. But yeah, we got the Twins for 3. This is all on the road, by the way, which we're a pretty decent road team. So, yeah, whatever. Then we come home for a nice little home stand against the Angels, the Rangers, and the Red Sox. Oh, boy. Can't wait to freaking lose the majority of those games, right? Knowing, yes, we're going to get swept by the Rangers because Indians. Yes. And, of course, we're probably going to be facing Chris Sale, too. Oh, yay. Let's face Chris Sale. Yay. Yay. I'm excited for that. Maybe Bieber will be back. I doubt it, but that'd be great. But it just sucks, man. This team, bro. If you're gonna suck, call up the young guys. I want to see Nolan in them. I want to see these young guys get some action, see what they got. I mean, that's essentially what we're kind of trying to do right now, but it just isn't really working that well because they're not doing that well. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up for this stream, guys. What's up, King PJ GG? Yeah, I'll tell you one thing. Man, I wonder how Dolan feels right now. 2 teams that are notoriously cheap, Rays and the A's, are damn good. You know how you're mediocre. Like everyone knows the Moneyball A's, and everyone is well aware the Rays don't spend. They if they do, well, they just had a good day. They just woke up feeling good, feeling dangerous. The A's, they do spend a little bit here and there, but Dolan's are they're cheap too. Wow, how are they so good? Because it's just the way that they are. Dolan's are just, they don't spend a penny. At least the A's and the Rays will spend a little bit. They don't go hog wild, but they do spend a little bit here and there. And of course, the Rangers were so generous and just saying, here's Elvis Andrus for that bum scrub Chris Davis. By the way, speaking of Chris Davis, the other Chris Davis, the one that had a 53-game strikeout streak, dude didn't get a hit in like a year, it seemed like. He retired. And honestly, I forgot he was still in the league. Speaking of which, where's his old running mate, freaking Mark Trumbo? Whatever happened to that boy? That dude. I haven't heard a peep about him in years. But literally, Chris Davis, he's like, peace out. Oh, he's 35. Yeah, he's probably retired. Yeah, he's a free agent? Damn. Wow. That dude had some moments. Talking about Mark Trumbo. But this dude really was. He had 47 home runs just 5 years ago. That's insane. 159 games. Like, this dude was an all-star just 4 years ago. 5 years ago. And then he just vanished. That's just the crazy thing about baseball. You can be damn good one year, and then you can just completely fall off the face of the earth the next. That's exactly what happened to him. And it didn't really help his cause that the O's started to suck after that, because that year, 2016, was the last time they were good. How about that? The O's were damn good. They made the wild card game, and then Edwin Encarnacion happened because good old Bucky Showalter forgot he had Zach Britton in the freaking bullpen. Let's see here. I got Baldo Hernandez or Zach Britton. Who do I go with? I'm going to go with Ubaldo. Imagine the pitching coach and his assistant coaches in that dugout. When this dude said, hey, yo, get me. Imagine the infielders when they went for the meeting at the mound. They're waiting for, Buck to look at the dugout, look at the bullpen and go, hey, give me the lefty. Get me Britton. But instead he goes, give me your Baldo. I'd be like, are you sure you want to go with your Baldo right here? I mean, you're the manager. You make the choice. And then sure enough, blink, and Edwin just ended your season. And of course, right after that, he would parrot walk his way to Cleveland for like 3 years where he wasn't bad. He's essentially what Franmil Reyes is, or vice versa. Franmil is essentially what Edwin was, a home run merchant. And it seems as though Bobby Bradley is that as well. But yeah, it's like when Edwin would connect, man, he was so funny too. Just every time he'd hit, he'd just go strutting around, walking the parrot. That was always fun. But that's going to wrap it up for this live stream, guys. Hope you guys have a good night. And I'll be streaming at least one of these Tigers games. Not sure which one. I was thinking about streaming the Plazak start. But we'll see. I might stream the game tonight. Who knows? But that's going to wrap it up. I'm Crazy Dog. Let's go, Tribe. Please don't. Please, for the love of everything and for the love of my sanity, do not lose the series to the dang Tigers, please. At least take 2 of 3. I doubt you're going to sweep them. Just take 2 of 3. If you lose this series to the damn Tigers, then we really are dead. Can't even beat a team that we essentially own. My God, this is ridiculous. I mean, wow. But I mean, could you really say that? Oh, did you see this? You should have seen this coming. Now that you think about it, yeah. When we traded the entire or most of the rotation of domination, literally of the rotation of domination, I think they're all gone. Kluber, gone. Carrasco, gone. Bauer, gone. Clevenger, gone. Salazar, gone. All 5 of the rotation of domination that led us to the World Series, pretty much, gone. It's like, but where did they go? Kluber, Yankees, Clevenger, Padres, hurt. those two have been notoriously injury prone. Carrasco, Mets, hurt, just came back. Then you had Bauer, total douchebag, Dodgers. And Salazar, I think he's a free agent. That dude, man, Salazar, worst luck ever. My God. Dude was hurling upper 90s, throwing flames, looking like an ace caliber pitcher. Like, damn, we really got this guy as our number 5. But his shoulder, I think it was like a shoulder or something, it betrayed him. Dude could not get on the field. He could not stay healthy at all. Did I watch any of the Field of Dreams? Yes. That was fun as hell, too. Yep. Just the ending of that game alone was insane. It was like a movie. It was like they really did this like a movie. It's exactly what you would see in a movie, too. You know, the Yankees have this big comeback. What was it? A 4-run at top of the 9th? 2 dingers from Judge and Stanton. Take the lead. Oh, the Yankees take the lead. And then Tim Anderson's like, that's cute. Watch this. I'm going to walk this ish off right now. Doink! And then he bat flipped a little bit. And he's like, yep. He's like, nope, that's it. That's a wrap. Let's go home, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go home. Like that was definitely worthy of a movie. And of course, the beginning, they had the guys walking out of the corn. You had people on Twitter making corny jokes. So corny. I'm surprised nobody pulled when Aaron Judge hit the home run into the corn. Much like the corn, you should all rise. No one pulled an all rise corn joke. That's a whiff on their part. But so many corny jokes out there. I mean, it was pretty dope, though. I hope they keep that going. I hope they keep doing that. You know, I'm thinking probably next year or something. Maybe they return to doing, out of country games, Puerto Rico, Mexico, maybe London. Then you have the Field of Dreams game. Then you have the Little League Classic, like I said, that we're doing in a couple weeks. It's going to, so many different places they could go. But with this crap going on, I don't think they'll be doing that for a while. They're going to stay like within the area, the nation, the United States. Maybe unless they go like to Canada or something, which that'd be pretty dope if they played a game in Montreal for all Pete's sake, but they're not going to do that. Stadium needs fixed. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up here, guys. Hope you guys have a good rest of your night. I'm Crazy Dog. Let's go Tribe, and I'm out.